Have you gotten too old to be hitting home runs into baskets during rousing games of sports ball? Is watching sports on televisions not enough anymore? Well, the video game industry is just the thing for you. Head down to your local GameStop and ask the clerk for a sport game disc. Just insert the disc into your video game machine and enjoy the thrill of sports right in your hands. Rinse and repeat every year for every sport you enjoy until you die. This is Justin for Goobbue Garbage. I'm probably going to delete this channel soon. I'm about to piss some people off. Based on that intro, I know what you're thinking. Justin's about to take a shit on sports games. Well, put that angry boner away because I have nothing against sports games. Games, like every other form of media, are purely subjective. If sports games are what you're into, then great. My problem with sports games comes from the companies releasing what is essentially the same game every year. Are these new versions of games really different enough to warrant an entirely new game? What even changes? The rosters, every team's jersey or uniform, slightly updated textures, and slightly modified physics, very rarely adding a new game mode. Are they really different enough to justify spending full price for them year in and year out? Well, I do mostly put the fault on the greed of the publishers, like two-time worst company in America, EA, or 2K Games. All the blame can't be put on them. The fans are buying the games and enabling these piece of shit publishers to keep milking money from their player base. And of course, it isn't enough to make you pay $60 a year for essentially the same game with updated rosters. They have to include microtransactions to really just squeeze that last penny right out from under you. And I'll be honest, I too used to fall into this trap. I used to buy FIFA every year until about 5 or 6 years ago. But I'm lucky enough not to like sports games enough to keep paying into their greed, because I refuse to pay full price for what's essentially DLC. And yearly releases aren't exclusive to sports games either. Activision releases a new Call of Duty nearly every year. They've slowed down, admittedly, but at one point it was basically a yearly release. Aesthetically, they may be different, but the controls and physics tend to remain mostly the same. Aim, shoot, duck, sprint, grenade. The classic first-person shooter format. Every damn one of them is the same with a different skin. For those of you that play these games, I have to ask, are you really okay with this? Does it really not make you angry that these companies consider you to be nothing but a paycheck? If you told me that a game like Spider-Man on PS4 was being released again on the same console with slightly upgraded textures and physics, but I had to pay full price of $60 again to get it, I would tell you to go fuck yourself. Great game, but go fuck yourself. To me, these business tactics aren't okay, but maybe that's just me. If you play sports games, let me know why you continue to buy them in the comments below. If you don't play sports games, maybe try to be nice about it. And now, if you'll excuse me, I need a shower to rinse all the salt off me.